Hi you guys, it's Randy. Welcome to my Golden Goddess makeup tutorial. This is like one of my favorites to do. I'm so glad I get to share this with you guys. So I already did my brows and my foundation, but now I'm going to show you guys how I highlight and contour. If you'd like an in-depth highlight, contour, or foundation video, let me know. This is my NYX Wonder Stick. It was given to me by one of my best friends, Tiffany, and oh my god, it is one of my favorite makeup products. So I start by making the triangles underneath my eyes, going down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and then that big old forehead of mine. I like to make it nice and sleek. Now using the dark side of the Wonder Stick, I go in and cut out my cheeks. Nice line by the chin. Get on my temples. The top of my forehead, I just make some nice neat lines because it's all going to get blended out like super neat. And carve out my nose, and then I get ready to blend, which is my favorite part. Now using my MAC Fix Plus and my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, which is awesome, you guys. I just give it a few sprays and some squeezes, and then I'm on to blending. Big thing is I just like to do patting motions. I don't want to smear this, and I don't want to mess up the foundation that I've already done. So I like to use nice patting motions. This is with the pointed part of the sponge to get right up under the eye. I don't take my highlight all the way back to my temple. I just take it back far enough. And then I just go in, do patting motions on my chin, patting motions down my nose until I get everything nice and blended. The key is to make it look nice and neat. You don't want to smudge anything you've already done. Now I'm going in and blending my forehead using the flat part of the sponge and just getting out my cheeks and making everything nice and neat. And that's how I like for my contour to look. And as you can see, it's getting all nice and blended, you guys. Once that's done, I use my Sephora flat brush and my Sephora baked powder is a little bit darker, and I just set the cream contour that I've already done. You don't have to do that, but I really like to mattify that part because that's what really creates the shape of my face and those shadows in my face. And I do that on my temples as well as on my forehead just to make sure my contour is nice and set in stone. Set in stone. Okay, you guys, I really did not want to use this brush, but I had to use something, and I used this BH Cosmetics Sculpt and Contour Palette and the yellow powder in there, which is kind of like banana powder, to set underneath my eyes. I want that highlight under there since it is cream to stay nice and neat and gorgeous and in place. So that's what I'm doing there. Then I just go down my nose, and I also go underneath my eye one more time. Now for the eye look, the Maybelline 24-Hour Color Stay and Barely Branded is literally like a MAC paint pot. I believe it's a dupe for Painterly if I had to be specific, and I'm using that to prime my eyes because I want this color to be bright. Now with my BH Cosmetics Neutrals palette, which is the truth, I find the dark brown shimmery color in there, and I also use my fluffy brush. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting the shadow right above my crease and right below my brow bone. What I want to do here is create a shadow and make that part a little concave so the brow bone is very highlighted and it creates that nice shadow. I'm not trying to create a defined cut crease, so if this isn't supremely perfect, I'm not going to die. What I want to do is just create that shadow, and with this shimmery color, it's going to blend perfect with the gold. MAC Amber Lights is my holy grail of gold eyeshadows. It is the truth. I take the dome-shaped brush, and what I'm doing is packing on pigment, which I discussed in my last makeup tutorial, which I will link below. I just like to pack the pigment on because I feel like it goes on so well. The great thing about MAC eyeshadows is that you don't got to try real hard to get that color that you're seeing in the pot. It really is everything it says. But if you don't have a great shadow and you're working with just one that's not too pigmented, pack it on instead of brushing it on. The color will be so much better. Now using MAC's Antique in the crease, I'm not trying to create a cut crease, but I do want to create a little bit of definition with the coppery color of Antiqued within the crease of my eyelid. So again, I'm not being too defined here. I just want that nice shimmer and nice transition from light to dark. Now with the fluffy brush, not adding on any additional pigment, I'm just blending out that dark shadow color that I use. I just want to make sure there's no harsh lines because I hate harsh lines. And with the dome shaped brush I use with Amber Lights, again not adding additional pigment, I'm just going underneath both of my eyelids to create the gold look all around, and I'm just slowly bringing it up to about where I have a wing liner. Now, my wing liner, my baby, my favorite look. I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner Pen, which is my favorite. This is like my third one. And I'm just creating a nice elongated wing liner look. What I wanted to do with that is just make it nice and bold. It started off real regular, and then I got real reckless with it and said, you know what? Let's go for the bold wing liner because I'm already doing this golden and bold face. So I just went with it and went crazy and elongated it, and I think it turned out really, really good. To line my waterline, I'm using my Urban Decay 24/7 liner. It's just one of my favorite. It goes on the smoothest and it is the blackest, and it does not ever run out of the eye ever. I put on my falsies already, but I'm now just blending my lashes in with them using the They're Real mascara from Benefit Cosmetics. And now for the Glow Hunty, my Becca highlight in Topaz and my Eco Tools fan brush. This is like my go-to highlight, and if you want that golden look, this is the highlight for you. Just look at that girl glow, honey. Those cheekbones are bright, okay? I look like the girl on Glow. That wasn't that funny. But anyways, seriously though, take the fan brush and then just lightly slide it across your face. Get that achieved goal and then use it to blend. Blend, blend, blend until you have it to your desire. And you know what? I said screw it. Let's do some glow down the bridge of the nose with that highlight. If it's too much for you, you don't have to do that, but definitely get those cheeks. I'm using my favorite MAC blush in Format and my Real Techniques blush brush. It's just a nice bronzy brown color that's not going to overshadow all the gold highlight that I just applied to my face. It's just going to complement it. That's why it's so perfect. Last but not least, gotta do them lips, honey. My MAC lipstick in Jubilee is one of my favorite nudes. It's such a pinky nude and it's good for people with more brown skin tones. I just love it. It's in a luster finish, and once I've applied that, I am done, done, done. And that's my look, you guys. All finished, nice and glowy and golden. Long lashes and just gorgeous, you guys. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you @ me and let me know if you guys use any of these looks, and most of all, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching my channel, you guys. I cannot thank you enough.